There's no one way to be successful in real estate, but there is a science to it. There is a portion where you have a framework in place that helps you find success. Today I'm going to share with you the steps I've found that leads to success. So there is a science, there is a process to finding success in real estate. And a lot of times if we look at this, literally there's processes in every area of life where we're going to find success. Real estate is no different. So what is it? What are the steps, or I kind of call it the circle of a sales process? What has to happen for you to begin that process and then to work your way around that to find those opportunities, not only to build relationships that can last a lifetime, but to have transactions right now? So the first thing is this: we have to always be attracting new clients. So what are you doing to attract new people to your business? How are they finding you? Are you doing it? We always say there's two different ways to do it. Are you doing it through sweat or through debt? Sweat is the hard work of picking up the phone, cold calling, being out on open houses, meeting people hand to hand. Or are you doing with debt, which is where we would be buying leads, or we would be spending money on farming. We would be doing those things. In reality, you need to be doing both. But what is it that you're doing on a daily basis that is adding new people into your database, into your sales funnel, or into the circle of the sales process, that you know that sooner or later, as those people come in, a certain number of them, if we do the right things, are going to turn into new business? The second step is to engage and nurture your database. Now we've got people coming in consistently. What are we doing to stay in touch with them? What are we doing to make sure that we're top of mind when the opportunity comes or when the need comes for them to either purchase a house or to sell a house? So what are we doing? How are we doing this? Are we setting up drip campaigns? And when I say drip campaigns, it's basically just email campaigns that are staying consistently in front of them, or text drip campaigns. Are we putting to-dos where we're checking in with them by phone every so often? Are we setting it where they're receiving information about properties? Are we adding value by telling them what's going on in the market? You see, when we engage people, when we get to a place where we're nurturing them, all of a sudden now what happens is we stay top of mind, not just when they need something, but for their friends and their family or people that they could refer to us. This is the part of the process really where we're building the relationship, we're building the trust in us so that when the time comes, we have the opportunity. Number 3 is the conversion part of the process. This is the place where we've been engaging and nurturing all of these new people we've been adding, and they get to a time when they need to buy a house, or they want to buy a house, or they need to sell a house, or they want to sell a house. Now we've positioned ourselves to be able to convert some of those people that were customers into clients. This is really one of the most critical parts of the process, because now they need us more than ever. They need our communication. They need us to explain the process. They need us to make the process of going from under contract to closing be as smooth as possible, and for there be no surprises. This is the time really where we have the opportunity to build something that has a lasting impression on our business. This is the time when we can take and turn one transaction into multiple transactions with their friends and their family. You see, when we get to the conversion phase, this is the time really where we drive the relationship home. We add as much value as we can, and this is the time when they're going to remember us the most. Number 4 is follow-up. What do we do after the transaction? This is really the most critical time, because this is the time when our relationship can actually start to bear fruit. It could be where they send us referrals. This could be where we get to do additional transactions for them in the future. But what most agents do is once the transaction is done, they just move on to next. They completely forget about that person that already knows, likes, and trusts them. There was a great book years ago written called Raving Fans. And what Raving Fans did is it talked about how do we create a group of people that are raving fans that can't help but tell other people about what a great job we did helping them in our business. And the biggest thing that they talk about is doing the unexpected. And I'll have to say right now, the unexpected is a very low bar for us to jump over. Just constantly communicating with them, just checking on them every so often, just letting them know what's going on in their neighborhood, just consistently communicating with them and letting them feel of value and not just a number or just another transaction. You see, when we make sure that we're closing that gap in this sales process by continuously communicating with them, adding value after the sale, now we've got something that this just continues to move around and around, and it compounds and it compounds. I hope this is helpful, and I'll talk to you soon.